How did I know? How did I know that the Sixers were going to lose to Atlanta? I just said it yesterday. The Sixers always struggle in Atlanta. They always do. And I was right. Sixers lose 127 to 117. And the funny thing is, the starters played well. Outside of Matisse, the starters played well. Ben Simmons, 31 points. Shake, career high, 27. Joel, 21. Tobias, 21. Even Mike Scott had 11 points. The Sixers find ways to lose to bad teams. And the way that they lost to this team, they could not play defense to save their lives. Trae Young had a first quarter double-double. He finished the game with 39 points and 18 assists. I get it. Trae Young is a great player in this league. All-star starter for a reason. He's the only thing that's really keeping the Hawks, irrelevant. And they still stink. Furkan and Raul Neto combined for 0 of 13 from the field. 0 of 13. It was embarrassing. This loss was an embarrassing loss. We got it to as close as 4 points, and then we just couldn't stop them. There were stupid fouls at the end of the second quarter, the first quarter, with Tobias fouling Trae. On a 3-point attempt. Trae Young had multiple free throws this game. He had 9 free throws just off of 3-point shots. I mean, some of them were terrible calls. Like that one at the end of the quarter, that was a terrible call. You don't call that. And to make matters even worse, we got 2 technical fouls on that, sequence. So Trae Young got 5 free throws. And we go down by 7 at the half. These are things you just can't do. You obviously are missing 2 starters. You can't stop them. So why are you giving them points? Why? Why are you doing this? Ben Simmons was going off in the first quarter. In the first quarter alone, he had 16 points. He had himself a game, obviously. 31 points, 5 assists, and 6 rebounds. Shake Milton, from being a G League player to being barely drafted to dropping 27 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds in an NBA game, and I get it. Oh, it's against the Hawks. Well, guess what? The Hawks just beat us. So, obviously the Hawks have our number. Whether it's on the defensive side, whether it's we're just defensively trash against this team, I don't know what it is. Vince Carter had 14 points. And the dude's 43 years old. These are things that you just... Top-tier teams cannot let this happen. And we let this happen so much. It's ridiculous. I don't understand how you let up 127 points to the Atlanta Hawks and 74 before half. You let up 74 points before halftime to the Atlanta Hawks, who are the worst team in the Eastern Conference, second worst team in the NBA. And you're supposed to, and I'm supposed to say, oh, well, the Sixers are a top-tier team. They don't show it. They do not show it at all. I don't see it when they play these bottom tier teams. They don't show that they're a top tier team at all, ever. And I don't care that it's on the road in Atlanta. It's Atlanta. They have 12, now 13 wins. You can't lose to teams like this if you want to, hope for the second seed. Hope for even a slim chance at the first seed. You can't lose games like this, or you're going to pay for it come playoff time. Because obviously the Sixers suck they suck on the road. It's as simple as that. They are trash on the road. They're trash. They suck on the road. I don't understand. We have 2 home losses and 16 road losses. 16. And just off of the top of my head, I can think, well, we lost 2 times to Toronto, 2 times to Orlando, once to Atlanta. We lost to the Jazz, Indiana twice. How do you expect to make a run, Miami? How do you expect to make a run in this league and say, oh, yeah, we're a top-tier team. We're going to the NBA Finals. We're going to win the Finals. You can't say that when you lose to Trae Young and the Hawks. I don't care how good Trae Young is. First of all, he doesn't play defense. Second of all, he's one person. They don't have a super team. If you lose to Boston on the road, that's completely fine with me. You beat them in the season series already. You're up 3-1 in the season series. Congrats. You have that series locked up. Come playoff time, if we are tied with Boston, we own that. We are now the 2nd seed. They are the 3rd seed. I'll see you in the semifinals. But no, it's not like that. Because we lose to the Atlanta Hawks, to the Orlando Magic, to the Jazz when they were stinking it up in the NBA. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing to lose to teams like this. And I can't be the only one frustrated with this team. Especially on the road. Furkan and Neto combined for 0 of 13 from the field. How do you do that? How do you manage to not make a single shot? Both of you. Both of them combined 0 of 13. Furkan, oh my God, he was missing layups. Neto, what was he doing? Neto had one good quarter all year long. And it came against a depleted Warriors team with nobody on them. Who was on them? I can't tell you. Because they're nobodies. They are no names. The Warriors went from the greatest dynasty of all time, potentially, to one of the greatest teams of all time with Durant, Clay, Steph, Draymond, Boogie. Now they have guys that I don't even know who they are. I don't even think Jordan Poole played. Marquise Chris, Draymond was still there. D'Lo was still there. But outside of those 3 guys, I can't tell you who's on that team. I can't. Because they stink. And, we beat them. We didn't cover the spread. Not that that matters or anything, because a win's a win. But we should have blown that team out. Just like we should have blown Atlanta out. We should never go in to Atlanta and say, and give those fans a W. Especially for as good as this team can be. I don't even know how to explain this team right now. They're just killing me. They're killing me inside. They're killing all my expectations for this season. No Durant for the Nets. Well, when you don't have, a top 3 player in the league playing in your conference, you would think, wow, guys, we have a real shot at going to the finals. You get there. Okay, cool. You can get there. But then you got to play LeBron. Then you got to play AD. Then you got to play Kawhi, Paul George. But guess what? You should at least get past your team. Your conference. You have to get past them with a lineup that is this big. We're the only team that has players that could literally stop Giannis. Al Horford, Joel, Tobias, Richardson, Ben. We're the tallest team ever. Ever. In a starting 5. And you're telling me we're letting a 6'1" guard score 39 points, and have 18 assists, get your hands up. Just put your hand in his face. He's only 6'1". He's not going to see over Ben Simmons. I don't know why Matisse was on him last night. I get it. Matisse is a great defender. He had like 5 fouls and 3 points. He did nothing. He was in foul trouble early, and he didn't ever find a rhythm. So what? And I understand. Look, Matisse has had a very good year. He will be a great player in this league. Like one day, maybe not this season, maybe not next season, maybe not even the season after that. But eventually Matisse Thybulle will be a great player in this league. Just because of how good defensively he is. He still had 2 steals yesterday. Matisse is a great young player. He's a great defender. But when he fouls, they are the stupidest fouls. And I know he's a rookie, and I know it's rookie mistakes and everything like that. But you gotta know. You spent 4 years in college basketball. You have to know when and when not to foul. And Matisse, I don't know if this is a stat or not, but Matisse has to be up there in fouls on the 3-point line. He just loves fouling people on the 3-point line. And he's aggressive. Yes, I know he's aggressive. But when you're playing a 6'1" guard, just put your hands up. Stop jumping. He wants you to jump. He's going to jump into you and draw the foul. He is an all-star. He is an all-star caliber player. He's an all-star starter. He's obviously going to be getting calls that players like Matisse will not get. And that's understandable. Because Joel gets calls that, Marquise Chris won't get. If you're a superstar, you're going to get better calls than if you are a bench player. It's just that simple. Or if you're a young player in this league. It is that simple. Everybody knows that. And Matisse Thybulle has to realize that. Now, before I end this video, I want to give a big congratulations to Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid on making their Joel's 3rd consecutive All-Star game and Ben's 2nd consecutive All-Star game. Those 2 will be All-Stars for the rest of their careers, and as they should be, because they are 2 great players in this league. Now that is it for this video. Had my little rant. Sixers lose 127-117 to the Atlanta Hawks. They play Boston Saturday, 8:30 in Boston. Like, share, comment, subscribe on this video. I'm out. Peace.